we have we had our weekly close. So so basically we close above this top, so we are still ranging because we close still below this big area here on the top. So we can still range here, we can still go to 10k easily, and then let's see if we come down for this area here, or the 21s, all these areas here, but let's see, we can still range here and try to push high without going so low. Indicators are still kind of saying that we can come higher compared with the past. So when we were here, we came higher, but it's turning down a little bit, and stochastic is already on the tops. We might go to test some support. Who knows? We are still ranging on the week, also ranging daily. Although we came down and closed above this support, which is the obvious support. Also this area here now. We have the 21 here again. We have here on this area from this top, all this area, we have the 50 here, which is the strongest support, this area here, for a bullish continuation. And we have this trend line, which wasn't tested yet, and we still can come here. If we come down from, like today, it's on the 9.2 more or less. So basically it's this area here. We still can come down one more time to test this trend line and then push higher. This is what I'm seeing because we didn't close the day above all this area here of resistance. So we face resistance one more time, but we still can come here a little bit, come to 10k, and then come down, and then up. So it's still, we are still ranging basically on this area, not being able to pass the 9.8. As soon as we pass the 9.8, we can go to 10k or higher, or just touch the top and then come to this trend line. And the 50 is going up. So let's see if we range a few more days here until the 50 goes more or less to this area and to this trend line. Let's see. If we come down, all these are still bullish. We also have all this big area. Of course, the 6.9, it's very strong for higher low compared with all this area here, because we came up without testing the support. And also we did the same here on the 5.4, but that's too late. So this is the area now. We need to hold above 8.9 or 9.2, more or less, 9.1, 9.2. And here to be more bullish on these short term. Okay, so this is where we are now. Yet on the 4 hours and low time frames, we have this resistance here. We came to test it. We are facing resistance, but we still can come here and push higher. We are above now this area here. Of course, we have the 377 on the 8.7. We also have this trend line, and we have the trend line I was saying, which is aligned with the 200 exponential. We came yesterday to test the 200 simple and the 100 and push higher, and we are still ranging on this area here. So basically we are inside this triangle, then to go compression for an expansion, up or down. Let's see. So seems like one more week. I'll put 1 hour. So basically we have this trend line. We are getting many rejections, but the price is going up, doing higher lows as well. So here we can have a breakout, or we came down to test this support and back to the range. So this was created from the top of the candle, from this top of this candle, and we have this one did from the wicks. So we have these two resistance, this one. If we close above this one, of course we can go to the 10Ks up, and then let's see if we manage to pass the big test on the 10.5 or here. For now we are still ranging, and seems like we are not getting too many buyers above the 9.8 at the moment. Maybe we need to come down one more time, or we can still push to this area here, and then come down here and still in the triangle. So all the dips are for buying until 8.7, especially the 9.2 area here. 9.1, 9.2. Okay, that's it. Simple. I leave the weekly once again. I leave it open, and that's it. On the weekly, if we close the week above here, we can come here to the 11.5. So we are still grinding up, but during the week we come low, test support, and then push higher to close the week at least here, so, or 10K. So let's see what we do now. If we come down one more time this week, test the 21, or here the 8.9, to try to push higher. The S&P still grinding higher. So I think, as we can see, we are coming to test this. For me, this is the big test, is this trend line, which we have the gap here. And then let's see if we manage to start closing here and close above that trend line. If not, we can push down and come to test the 21 again, or even the 200s, or even lower, who knows. For now, indicators are pointing up, and this is like a big bullish move. The big resistance will be here. I'll put the monthly. So I think it's a bit correlated. It's why Bitcoin is still holding, but as soon as we break down from this big trend line, if we do this double top, and then we don't manage to push higher for some weeks, we will come down to test other areas. And this is the big test, and Bitcoin can be doing the same. Who knows? This can be just a double top. Let's see. Last time we touched this trend line, one touch, then down, we didn't manage, and then we had a big move down. Then we never touched it. We touched it 2 times, big move down. We can do another time, and then let's see. But here, this is the resistance here. And we have the gap around this area. Many areas to buy. If we come down, do double top here, more or less, or push higher. If we don't pass, then we can come here again to the 50 to test it. Or if the market gets really bad, we can test one more time the 100, and then we have the 200s here, which is aligned with this support here, which is quite possible. For now, as long as we are above the 21, it's bullish. Below the 21 or the 20, it starts to be bearish. So this is which the lines that control the uptrend, as we can see, with buy opportunities here on the 50.